White Tank Mountain Park. The park is located in the White Tank Mountains a few miles west of our home. It is a nice place to have lunch, take a hike, or just relax. There are many different trails within the park. Our favorite trail is the Waterfalls Trail. There are so many different desert plants and interesting landscape. Saguaro cactus on the mountainside. So nice and relaxing to spend time in the park. A lone saguaro. There are hundreds of them in the park. Many different places to have lunch. We have had many lunches in the park. I really enjoy them. Doris and a big saguaro. Chuck and the teddy bear cholla, or jumping cactus. Hedgehog cactus. Doris is reading a sign along the trail that tells about different things in the park. Many people have donated benches and placed them along the trail so people can rest on them. This is the Waterfalls Trail sign. The trails have been improved and they're well kept up. Along the trails you find a number of smooth boulders slowly wearing from the heavy summer monsoon's rains. Large boulders on the hillside. Trail to the waterfalls has been improved through the large boulders. The waterfalls. Heavy summer monsoon rains provide enough water to flow over the falls. I have never gone out in one of those heavy rains to check it out. A trace of moisture on the falls. Well, there's a pool of water below the falls. Interesting looking boulders along the trail. On the trail from the parking lot to the falls are a number of boulders with petroglyphics. The rangers have put up an iron railing to keep people from the petroglyphics so they don't damage them. It doesn't look like a real petroglyphic, too fresh. I took these pictures before the iron railing was put up. Notice the barrel cactus behind the boulder. This is the largest boulder with petroglyphics, and I have taken pictures of a number of guests here. You find many of the large boulders have lichen on them. Now the desert changes. In February and March, the desert comes alive with flowers. Most of that is yellow brittlebush. There are other yellow flowers besides brittlebush, but I don't know their names. Just enjoy the flowers now. It's just beautiful to walk through the park at this time of year. Here's a close-up of the brittlebush. Large prickly pear cactus. Chuck and cholla cactus that's getting ready to bloom. Now you'll see a bunch of small flowers. I wish I knew their name, but I don't. Here people are looking at that large boulder with the petroglyphics. Here's the large boulder with the flowers all around it. This time of the year is when you can say the desert is beautiful. This looks like lupin. More flowers. This is desert globe mallow. Hummingbirds love this plant. A cactus in bloom. A young ocotillo. Creosote bush, not quite in bloom yet. Yeah, this is Chuck and Doris at one of their favorite places to take guest pictures. Here's Sandra and Keith at the big rock. Ron and Joanne Miller at the same rock. And Mabel Miller. Here's Ron, Joanne, Sandra, and Keith at the big saguaros. Phyllis and Chuck and Doris at the rock. And here's Phyllis and Marvin at the rock. I got Marvin out in the cholla cactus so I can see what they look like. And here's Phyllis and Marvin at the big saguaro tree.